estate market has changed. Are you thinking about selling your house right now? Here's what to expect in the fourth quarter of 2022. Hi, I'm Debby Nesiba with HomeSmart, and in this video, we're going to talk about something that every single seller is asking me right now. Should I sell now or should I wait? The market has changed for the second half of this year, and it is no longer a seller's market. We're kind of settling in and things are evening out and maybe heading a little more towards a buyer's market. Here is what you need to know to sell your house today. Number one, your house just got more expensive for the average buyer. Interest rates as of today are 7 to 7.5%, which means the monthly payment on your house has just gone up. There are fewer buyers that can afford your house now. And when this happens, you can expect lower prices on your house. So one suggestion of what we could do to combat this is to offer a rate buy down, which would help your buyer or potential buyer get their rate lowered, which will help them with a monthly payment. Number two, expect a longer market time. There are fewer buyers, so what that means is it's going to take longer to get it under contract. So you need to price it aggressively. One of the worst things a seller can do is try to test the market. We're no longer in a market where we can do that. You need to have it priced exactly where it needs to be and competitively. Number three, make sure your house shows very, very well. Buyers today do not want to spend a lot of money on a house and then have to move into it and redo the whole house and spend a lot of money on remodeling. In this market, your house needs to show very, very well. And that may mean staging it or cosmetically updating it, things that need to be updated, the kitchen or bathroom, carpet. You're gonna want that house to be absolutely beautiful for buyers. And number four, explore creative selling solutions. There are so many companies out in the market right now that are willing to help you do these renovations, updates to your house before you actually sell the house. We call these companies fix and list companies, and I'd be happy to share their information with you. There are other solutions like companies that will offer buy, sell, bridge solutions that help people who are in a situation where they're trying to get a house bought and sold at the same time. And there are investors out there who want to buy homes for cash that need a little bit more work than the normal house. That might be a solution for you as well. At the end of the day, as a seller, the thing you need to worry about most is having your house prepared before you go on the market, having everything cleaned up and staged properly. If you're thinking about selling your home and you want to discuss some options of how to creatively get your house sold, feel free to give me a call. I'm Debby Nesiba with HomeSmart.